The time is 8:53 p.m. Good evening. The news headline. Hot news. 36 states sue federal government. Lagos State defies Buhari. Price of meat set to rise. The Attorney General in Nigeria's 36 states have sued the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, for non-remittance of stamp duties fund generated from the states. According to a court document, the attorneys sued Malami because funds generated from stamp duties are not remitted into state coffers, People's Gazette reports. They sought an order of the court to mandate Malami to pay 176 billion for the backlog of stamp duties received between 2015 and 2020. The document read partly: an order of this honorable court directing the defendant to pay over to the plaintiffs all the sum of the monies amounting to 176 billion 67 million 400,000 naira, representing ascertained and admitted collective stamp duties on individuals' persons' transaction within their respective states for the period of 2015 and 2020, and thereafter till the time of judgment of this honorable court, or any other sum as the plaintiff may be found entitled by the honorable court. The Attorneys General also sought an order of the perpetual injunction restraining the defendant by himself, private agent, or any persons by whatever name or however called from appointing anyone for the purpose of collecting stamp duties on individual persons' transactions within the respective states of the plaintiffs henceforth. They further sought to declare that Malami had no right to withhold stamp duty transactions from individuals in their states. In the document, they argued that Malami should not be allowed to collect, administer, or collect stamp duties, a declaration that the defendant is not entitled to collect, administer, or keep the proceeds of any stamp duties on transactions, including individuals within the respective states of the plaintiffs, or any manner interfere with the plaintiff's right and authority in the administering the provision of Section 4, subsection 2 of the Stamp Duties Act Cap S8 laws of the Federation of Nigeria, the document explained. They sought to the court to declare their entitlement to receive 85% of stamp duties generated from electronic money, transfer levies, and others. They demanded a declaration that the plaintiffs are entitled to 85% of all stamp duties collected on electronic money, transfer levy, on electronic receipt, or electronic transfer for money deposited in deposit money banks and financial institutions, on any type of accounts to be accounted for and expressed to be received by the person whom the transfer or deposit is made in the plaintiff's respective states. Also, the Lagos State House of Assembly on Thursday had passed the State Value Added Tax (VAT) bill and the bill that prohibits open cattle grazing. The Speaker, Mudashiru Obasa, directed the acting clerk, Olalekan Onofeko, to transmit a clean copy to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for assent. The two bills were passed after unanimous votes by the lawmakers at the sitting, where they were read the third time. Obasa commended his colleagues for their passion to see that the state continues to grow. I thank you all for this historic exercise, the Speaker said. The House held separate public hearings on the bills on Wednesday, with stakeholders expressing support. At the Palais, the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association, known as MACBAN, says its members are not ready for the Lagos ban on open grazing. And the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association has also said that a cow could cost up to 2 million naira in Lagos State if the anti-grazing bill is passed into the law in the state. The Zonal Secretary of Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association in the Southwest, during a one-day public hearing organized by the State House of Assembly on anti-open grazing bill on Wednesday. The Punch had reported that the Lagos State House of Assembly on Monday sent the bill on open grazing to the Committee on Agriculture after it skilled the second reading. It was entitled "A Bill for a Law to Prohibit Open Cattle Grazing in Lagos State, the Trespass of Cattle Land and for Other Connected Purposes." During the public hearing, Usman appealed to the state government for assistance, noting that ranching is more expensive than open grazing. Usman, who agreed that there were some criminally minded herders, argued that raising a cow in one location could increase the price of a cow to as much as 2 million naira. He also pleaded with the government to subsidize the cost of the ranches that will be provided to the Fulani herdsmen who are to rear cows in a location, and that they should register and should indicate whenever he or she are leaving the ranches. A Fulani man moves from one place to another to ply his trade, but we have some bad eggs that are causing trouble. The federal government should allow us to talk to our people that they don't want our cows to destroy people's farmland. On his part, the president of Lagos State Sheep Farmers Association, Alhaji Mustapha Ibrahim, described the bill as all-embracing and will ensure a symbiotic relationship between cattle rearers and farmers. And the news analysis is that starting from the last one here, the Lagos State had actually passed the anti-open grazing bill into law, just waiting for Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, because the House of Assembly has done the needful after the third hearing, and they have sent it to Governor Sanwo-Olu to just assent on it. And the president of the Lagos State Sheep Farmers Association, Alhaji Mustapha Ibrahim, and some others from the MACBAN had actually said that the price of cow might actually go to 2 million naira if they do not teach their members how to breed cow in one place. And if the government of the state do not look for a way whereby these people can be trained and allowed to adapt to the new method of breeding a cow in a place as per the ranching, where they said that they are advocating for legislation to promote the creation of farm estates across the state. Also, the Lagos State House of Assembly had passed the value-added tax bill into law, as well as the Attorney Generals of all states in the country, the 36 states, have sued the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami for non-remittance of stamp duties fund generated from the states, worth about 176 billion naira from 2015 and 2020. Thanks for listening. Good evening.